Hello students, welcome back to St. Thomas School, Surat, Standard 8, Subject English, Grammar, Chapter Tenses. Chapter Tenses. Now what is a tense? It indicates the time of action or a state of being in the present, past and future. So tenses mean it's a time of action. It can be in the present, past or future. The tenses are of three types: the present tense, the past tense and the future tense. Present tense means an action that is happening at present. Past tense, an action that has happened before. And future, that will happen in the future. Each tense has four forms: the simple form, the continuous form, the perfect form and the perfect continuous form. So here we all know each of these tenses has four forms: the simple form, the continuous form, the perfect form and the perfect continuous form. So for example, if you take the present tense, it will be the present tense, the present continuous, the present perfect tense and the present perfect continuous tense. Now, a verb is the main part of the predicate of the sentence. A verb is the main part of the predicate of the sentence. Only a regular main verb can be changed to the past tense by adding ed or d. So only a verb can be changed. You cannot change the subject to past tense or future tense. Only the verb, the action doing word, can be changed to past tense. And when it is a regular main verb, you can change it to past tense by adding ed or d. This all is, I'm just refreshing what we have learned last year. For example, jump will change to jumped, walk will change to walked, play change to played. So you can see that ed is added to the root form to make it past tense. Most of the irregular verbs are changed into past tense by changing the vowels in the word. Most of the irregular verbs are changed into past tense by changing the vowels in the word. See, for example, write, it becomes wrote. So I changes into O. The I vowel changes its form to O. Sing becomes sang. Bring becomes brought. Okay. Now, present tense. The present tense is used to refer to an action or state of being at the time of speaking. Present tense is used to refer to an action or state of being at the time of speaking. So an action that is taking place at the time of speaking. Present tense is used to an action at the time of speaking. Any action that is taking place at the time of speaking. So when you learn the tenses, there are structures. Okay, for present tense, past tense and future tense, there are structures. Structure means how you will write a sentence in present tense, how you will write a sentence in past tense. There will be a structure. So the simple present tense in for an affirmative sentence, say, how will you write? Subject plus base form of the verb. Here, base form means the root form. Okay, subject here, for example, you take subject here is you. Walk is the base form of the verb. It will remain as it is because it is in present tense. Walk fast. Okay, he runs fast. Here also, subject is he, runs is a base form of the verb, and fast. Negative sentence, excuse me, subject plus do or does plus not plus base form of the verb. For a negative sentence, it will be subject plus do or does plus not plus base form of the verb. When do you use do and when you use does? I do not want to eat the cake. you can make do not into short form, don't. I don't want to eat the cake. You use do for first person singular. Okay. Uh, does is used for third person singular. So you see at the sentence, how do you use do and does? I do not want to eat the cake means I do not want to eat. So how do you add a negative word? You add not, and do plus not becomes don't. Does plus not become doesn't. So you can write it into short form. He doesn't go to the park every day. So the subject here, he does not go to the park, means he does not go to the park every day. Interrogative sentence. How do you write an interrogative sentence? What is an interrogative sentence? A question-based sentence. You have to form a question. Do or does plus subject plus base form of the verb. Do or does plus subject plus base form of the verb. There are also negative interrogative sentences. Okay. So in that, how do? You will add do or does plus subject plus not plus base form of the verb. Interrogative sentence, how will you write? Do or does plus subject plus base form of the verb. Negative interrogative sentence, do or does plus subject plus not plus base form of the verb. So here example, first example, do you want to come? Do is the interrogative word, you is a subject, want to come is a base form of the verb. Does she study well? Does is the interrogative word, she is a subject, study is the base form of the verb. Do you not help the poor? Do is the interrogative word, you is a subject, not is the negative word used, and help is the base form of the verb help. Okay, so that is how you will be writing each when you write present tense, write simple present, write all these what do you say, all these structures. The same way you will write present continuous, present perfect tense, and also present perfect continuous tense. In each page you write the structures with the examples, and you will be able to understand. Next, present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is formed by using the present tense of the verb be. Okay, is, am, and are. Now, if we see the structure, subject plus is, am, are is there. Is used for singular, am is also used for singular, are is used for plural, plus ing form of the verb. Why do we use ing form? It is the continuous tense. So you have the subject plus is, am, and according to the subject you use is, am, or are, plus ing form of the verb. Now you will understand when you go through the example. I am going for a movie. I is a subject here. I is a singular. Am is used because it is a first person. I. Going is a continuous form of go. G-O-I-N-G. Going for a movie. I am going for a movie. Now coming to the next example, they are playing in the garden. Why do we add are? Why don't we add is or am? Yes, because they is a plural. A group of children are playing in the garden. So they are playing in the garden. Are is used because it is singular. They is a group of children, so it is uh, plural. Sorry, it's plural. They are playing in the garden. Now coming to the next negative sentence, subject plus is, am, or are plus not plus ing form of the verb. We have learned all this last year, but we will be doing that again. We are doing it again. They are not studying well. Here, they is a subject. Are is used because they is plural. Are not is a negative word. Studying is a ing form of the verb study. Okay. Second example, she is not feeling good. She is a singular person. Is used because it is singular subject. Not is used as a negative word. Feeling is a ing form of the verb feel. Okay, she is not feeling good. Now coming to the third one, interrogative sentence in present continuous. Interrogative is always, remember, it is a question. Is, am, are, is or am or are plus subject plus ing form of the verb. An interrogative negative sentence, is, am, are plus subject plus not plus ing form of the verb. You will understand it more when you see the example. Is Maya going for the party? Why do we use is? Because Maya is, it's a single person there. Is Maya going for the party? Going is the ing form for the root word go. Are they reading the books? Are they reading the books? Are is showing that it's a group of children or group of people reading the book. Are you not going out? That's a negative, interrogative negative sentence. Are you not going? Are you not going out? Okay. Now coming to the next. Present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is formed by using has or have with past participle of the verb. The present perfect tense is formed by using has or have with past participle of the verb. Past participle of the, or what do you say, otherwise say, V3 form. Okay, structure are subject plus has or have plus past participle of the verb. Subject plus has or have plus past participle of the verb. Example, he has written a poem. Subject is he, has written. Written is the past participle of the verb write. W-R-I-T-E. Next example, I have played the game well. Here subject is I, have is used as a perfect present perfect tense. Played is the past participle of the verb play. I have played the game well. So the structure for present perfect tenses, subject plus has or have plus past participle of the verb. Negative sentence, what is the structure? Subject plus has or have plus not plus past participle of the verb. Example, he has not returned yet. Here, he is a subject. Has is used because it's a third person, singular. Not because it's negative. Returned is a past participle of the verb return yet. Okay. Now, interrogative sentence. The structure is has or have plus subject plus past participle of the verb. Interrogative negative sentence, what do you add? Has or have plus subject plus not plus past participle of the verb. Now let us see the examples. Has she eaten anything today? Has is a subject, the interrogative word. She is a subject. Eaten is the past participle of the verb eat. Okay. Have they returned the book to the library? Have is the interrogative word. They is a subject. Returned is the past participle of the word return to the library. Have I not read my book? Have I not read my book? Have is an interrogative word. I is a subject. Not is used because it is an interrogative negative sentence. R-E-A-D. Read is also called as read when it comes to past tense. And here it is the past participle. You don't change the spellings, but you pronounce it differently. Have I not read my book? So that is present perfect tense. Now, coming to present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense is used to emphasize the continuity of an action that began in the past and still going on at the time of speaking. So let me explain. Present perfect continuous tense is used to emphasize the continuity of an action that began in the past and is still going on at the time of speaking, which means present perfect continuous tense is used to show that an action has already started in the past and still going on at the time of speaking. At the time of speaking also it is happening, but the action has already started. Structure: subject plus has or have plus been plus ing form of the verb. Subject plus has or have plus been, B-E-E-N, been plus ing form of the verb. She has been driving his car for years. See the example. Subject is she. Has is used because it's third person singular. Been, driving, present perfect continuous tense. To show that we use been plus ing form of the verb. Driving is the ing form of the word drive. She has been driving his car for years, which means she used to drive the car before and also now also she is driving his car. Now negative sentence: subject plus has or have plus not plus been plus ing form of the verb. What do you add here? Only the word not. Example: he has not been writing poems lately. So here, earlier the poet used to write poems, now he has stopped writing. So he has not been writing poems lately means at present he is not doing it, but he used to write poems. Lately, at present times or in the near future, he has not written. I have not been reading books for a long time, which means I used to read that books, but the action is still going on. I used to read books, but for some time I've stopped reading. Interrogative: has or have plus subject plus been plus ing form of the verb. Has or have plus subject plus been plus ing form of the verb. Interrogative negative sentence: has or have plus subject plus not. Whenever it is negative, we use the word not plus been plus ing form of the verb. Examples: has he been writing poems lately? So that's a question being asked, isn't it? Interrogative means asking questions. Has he been writing poems lately? Which means he used to write poems. He had that action was to go in the past, but has he been writing? It's a question asked there. Okay. Has it been working since we bought it? We had bought a machine or a thing at home. Has it been working? It used to work, and is it still continuing? Have I not been working for 4 hours? So a person is asking, I started my work at 8. I'm still continuing. So don't you know that I have been working for 4 hours? It's a question being asked. Now, coming to the uses, where do you use simple present and present continuous? In which situations you use simple present and present continuous? In this slide, we will see simple present and present continuous. When do we use simple present? To show habitual action, to show the habits. He reads the newspaper daily. That's an action or a habit he or she has. He reads. Here, the verb is in simple present. He reads a newspaper daily. He he brush his teeth every day. So that's an habitual action. That's a habit. To express universal truth. Which when do we use simple present? To express a universal truth. The earth revolves around the sun. It's a universal truth. It has not stopped revolving, or it will only start some other time. It's not like that. It is a universal truth. So you use the verb simple present. Here the verb is revolve. You don't change it into past tense or future tense. You will just use it as simple present tense. To write headlines for newspapers. Tsunami devastates Japan. A present day, to show today's news, you use the headlines will be in present tense. Simple present tense is used in proverbs. Proverbs are also written almost in simple present tense. Example, a stitch in time saves nine. It's a proverb. To express an action that takes place at the present or at the time of speaking. Rita plays near the swing. Here, an action is taking place at the present or at the time of speaking. When I'm speaking, that action is going on. So it's there. It's been done by that person. Rita plays near the swing. She's on the swing and she's playing on that swing. Now coming to present continuous tense. When do we use present continuous tense? To indicate an action which is still going on at the time of speaking. When at the time of speaking that action is going on, that is the time when you use present continuous tense. The boy is playing here. The boy is playing here means he's been playing here. He is playing here. Okay, at the time of action, that is the boy. When I'm speaking, that action is going on. To express an action which is taking place but is not going on at the time of speaking, which means to express an action which is taking place but not at the time of speaking. I am attending yoga classes these days. So it's a regular thing, right? Morning 7 to 8, every day you attend yoga classes. But when I'm speaking to my friend, maybe you're speaking in the evening, but you say, I'm attending yoga classes these days, means which is an action that is continuously going on. Not at the time of speaking, but every day you're doing that. An action, next point, an action already arranged or planned in the near future. So present continuous tense is also used when an action is already arranged or planned. For example, the director is visiting our school tomorrow. It's an arranged program. It's an action that is going to take place. For sure, you know that is there. So in that case, you say the director is visiting our school tomorrow. It's going to be an action that's going to take place and it's in a continuous tense. Next, a particular obstinate habit. Some people have some peculiar habits. That lady is always complaining about the noise. So that is a habit, complaining about everything. So some obstinate habit. That lady is always complaining about the noise means she complains every day about the noise the children are making. So that's you use present continuous tense when it's a particular obstinate habit. Next, uses of present perfect and present perfect continuous. When do we use present perfect and when do we use present perfect continuous tense? Let us see present perfect tense. It is used to express an action completed in the past but linked with the present. Let me repeat. It is used to express an action completed in the past but linked with the present. Example, the traffic police have declared a heavy penalty for those who violate traffic laws. Means it's an action completed. The traffic police have declared a heavy penalty. Penalty is the fine. So they have already declared that we will collect 500 or 1,000 rupees if we don't wear a mask. So that has already been declared. It's a completed action, but it is linked with the present. Those who violate it, those who violate the traffic rules, or those who violate not wearing the mask, they will be uh, made to pay the fine. So it's an already expresses an action completed in the past, but it's linked to the present also. Next, to express an action that began in the past and is continuing in the present. Let us see the example. She has lived in this house for 10 years. So it's an action that began in the past and it's still continuing. She has lived in this house for 10 years, means she started living 10 years back and is still continuing. To express an action that has just been completed. She has finished a project. To express an action that has just been completed, you use present perfect tense. She has finished her project. Her work has been done. Or that's an action or that verb finished is just showing that she has just worked, her work is completed. To express past events for which the exact time is not given. We have fulfilled a responsibility. So it's to express a past event for which exact time is not given. We have fulfilled a responsibility. Whatever responsibility you had given me, I've finished that. So there is no time limit for it. It was already, it's a past event. Coming to present perfect continuous tense, to express an action that finished a short while ago. Present perfect continuous tense is used to express an action that finished a short while ago. Example, they have been playing cricket since morning. Means they have been playing. They started playing cricket from morning and they just stopped it before I started speaking to you. Means a short while ago they stopped playing cricket. So present perfect continuous tense is used to express an action that finished a short while ago. Means it's already done. And that time you use present perfect continuous tense. Next, to emphasize the continuity of an action that began in the past and is still going on at the time of speaking. So it's the same thing what I said before is an action that began in the past and it's still going on at the time of speaking. Example, she has been living in this house for years, which means she has already started living and it's still continuing. Okay, so these are the uses of present tense, simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous tense. Now we have finished off with present tense. In the next class, we will be doing past tense and future tense. And I will be giving to you worksheets for present tense, past tense, and future tense also. And you will be having tenses for your first semester exam. So you have to go through the slides, write it down in your notebook with the examples given, and then after that you can write the worksheet also given to you in the notebook. Thank you.